Hello everyone, welcome to your pick a card reading for today. This is a timeless general reading and it's going to be very short and concise and practical. Everything may not resonate with you, just leave what doesn't resonate. It's for someone else out there, okay? And the question on my mind today is, what are your spirit guides trying to tell you? Or what are you ignoring from your spirit guides? What messages do your spirit guides have for you? And today we are going to be choosing out of office supplies. But first, I would like to apologize for any background noises you may hear. I'm currently dog sitting for the foreseeable future, and I also record like really close to the road and in an urban area, so a lot of times my audio does not come out as good as I would like it to, and there are really thin walls, so I just want to get that out of the way. I have the mic really close to me today, and I'm hoping the audio isn't too loud and there's not too much truck rumbling noise in the background. You feel me? Okay. With that out of the way, you may go ahead and look at these three objects. For our first pile, we have the handy dandy white out. For pile number one, for pile number two, we have this lock. I accidentally locked this right before I started filming because it was unlocked and now it's locked. I don't know the code. But pile number two. And pile three, oh goodness, we have some simple handy dandy yellow post-it notes. Very practical. All right, so this is pile number one, pile number two, pile number three, and you may take as long as you need, meditate, and choose whichever pile you feel drawn to, okay? Okay, pile number one, we have already run into technical difficulties because of you. Okay, maybe not because of you. I'm not sure where my recording cut off. It could have cut off in my intro, but we're back. Okay, so for some reason it was not recording audio, and welcome to your pile again. So this is pile number one. If you chose the white out, the big white out correction fluid. And first we have a card from the Super Attractor card deck. This is kind of like an oracle deck, but it's mostly for like manifestation and your ability to attract things. So it's really just like an affirmation, a saying that you can take with you. And your card says, appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. So there you go. There's that super attractor phrase that is also in the card deck's name. It's about super attraction, and it's about attracting what you deserve and what you want. It's about bringing things into your life, being a magnet for everything that you want to manifest. And your spirit guides are like, hey, you're a great manifester, but you just have to start appreciating what you already have. Like, there's no use going after all this luxury products and these designer bags if you don't appreciate where you are and where you came from. Okay? That just had to be said. Okay, for your next oracle card, we have a card from the Moon Witch. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for some reason I knew that the card I was going to pull for this deck was going to be one of the yes or no cards from this deck. And, ooh, Spirit. Spirit wants to tell you no. If you had a question on your mind, pile number 1, sleep on it. This is not, again, with this like manifestation energy and wanting to attract this like high society lifestyle, you know, your spirit guides are telling you this isn't it. This is not what you want. This is what you think you want because that's what you see on TikTok, on Instagram. You know, you want like your nails done, you want like the best makeup. I don't know why that message is coming through for me. Again, I don't think this applies to everyone, but whatever you are trying to manifest in your life right now, there is something very specific that your spirit guides are like, hey, let's hold off on it for right now because this is not the path that we want to lead you down, right? It's not what's best for you, or it's not like where you should be headed, right? Okay, so your next set of cards, a lot came out when I was shuffling these cards, and like I just had to take 3 because I was like, why are there so many? So this is from the Moonology Oracle deck. Okay. And we have adjustments are required in the 3rd quarter moon. And I just love that purple color. I don't know why. Again, the adjustments are required. So you're on this path, you're on this plan, and maybe like you had everything set up in your calendar and you're like, this happens this day, this happens at this time. You want it very specific and you're being very, very precise, and things aren't going your way, and it can be very frustrating. But I'm seeing that your spirit guides are telling you it's okay, because if you wanted it to happen on a certain day and certain time, it wasn't meant to, right? It didn't happen for a reason, okay? We also have the South Node with don't let your past hold you back. So regardless, like you should still be setting your sights on these goals, on this very lavish lifestyle, on this very specific thing that you want to manifest. I am getting the sense that there are quite a few things you want to manifest, and that could be where the problem lies. Like you're trying to manifest too many things at once, right? And you're getting too distracted. Like this one week you're trying to manifest this job, and the next week you're trying to manifest, you know, more money from your side gig, and then the next week you're trying to manifest, oh, I want a new PlayStation or something like that. And it's just like, hold up, like realign yourself with what you really want and decide if that's what you really like need in your life to become like the best version of yourself. Because your spirit guides are saying, if you don't need it, if it's not going to make you a better person, then like what's the use in manifesting it, right? Like you could be manifesting like your ideal partner in this, you know, very specific love situation on top of trying to manifest this new job. But you've idealized this very specific person and this new partner, and your spirit guides are saying, even if you're meant to be with this person in the future, like you need to back up and not, you know, focus your energy on this. You do not need to focus your energy on this relationship, because that is just like completely off the path that your spirit guides are telling you to go on, right? Oh, so much already. Okay, and your last card from this oracle deck is expect powerful change, new moon, and eclipse. So pile 1, I'm like sorry that like when I started off your reading, I was just being like kind of really harsh with you, because clearly it's not like, hey, you're not getting crap, like you're not manifesting crap. That's not what this spread is saying. You are manifesting what your spirit guides want you, right? It's all about, you know, aligning yourself with, there's music outside, but it's all about aligning yourself with your highest, you know, self, your highest purpose, your whatever you're meant to be on this earth, right? And if you're in a really tough spot right now and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get bills paid, or like you're in a terrible relationship, something that is like really bringing down your energy and affecting you negatively, like I'm seeing with this new moon and eclipse that this is going to change. Obviously, like your spirit guides are like hold on for a second, just trust us and change will come. Okay, so we are about to get into a few tarot cards for you, pile number one. Okay, let's use this deck. What messages do pile one spirit guides want to tell them? What messages pile one spirit guides have for them? Okay. It feels like you keep letting, you know, setbacks from the past affect you in negative ways, and those ways may not seem negative at first. Maybe like you're too headstrong or you're too stubborn. You're like, I need this now. I want this. I deserve this because of X, Y, and Z. And I'm going to prove everyone wrong in the past, right? Like I'm getting this, like, some of you are like, I want revenge, or like you want karma, and like you want to be like, have the Wikipedia page and like have everyone from like high school or like middle school, like way back when, to be like, oh my gosh, you know, they have the best job, they glue up, they they glowed up, right? And you kind of just want to prove everyone wrong, and there's nothing inherently bad about that. But this energy of wanting greatness because everyone proved you wrong, it's not always like the best energy to hold on to, because you're still holding on to, you know, this negativity, this bullying that you had as a child, this, you know, these attachment issues from like your mother and stuff, like so oddly specific. And for some of you, it is like a relationship that you're coming out of. It is romantic for some of you. For others, it's like a friend that you lost. And you kind of want to meet up with this friend again. Like, you're a bit jealous of where they are in life. Okay? Like, some of you. Okay, so I just have to say, pile one, I started this reading off, I started this video off by saying I apologize for outside sound and noises, and for some reason your pile keeps having interruptions and my mic just keeps cutting out, and I don't know why. It is what it is. The last thing I said before my mic completely died again was this old friend that you're kind of meeting up, that you want to meet up with, or that you want to prove yourself to. It's just all about you wanting to be perceived as great, as wanting to be perceived as having manifested your dreams and having attracted that. But your spirit guides are like, you've already done so much and you're not recognizing it. You're not giving it yourself enough credit. Like, oh yeah, so the last thing I had actually said was, you're at this age where you feel like you should have accomplished so much more, and you're like, oh, so-and-so has done this, this person has done that, and you're comparing yourself to others, when your spirit guides are like, listen, you're not on their path, you're on your path, and we're guiding you, and you just need to listen to us and trust us, because the path that you're on is, you know, so much greater than you can even imagine. Yeah. And I'm seeing that, like, this, like, it's causing you so much stress and anxiety because you feel like you have so much, like, hardship to carry as you're trying to, you know, become the next big CEO or whatever it is. Like, there is just, like, it's like you wanted to prove yourself, like, in a rags to riches type story, and you're like, look, this is where I came from. I came from this neighborhood, this city, and I'm here now. And it's like causing you a lot of anxiety, and you're like, where is my next big break? You know, where is it coming? I keep manifesting it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This King of Swords, listen, it's there. Like, the card did show up in reverse. I just want to say that, you know, what you are after in life, it will find its way to you. It may not find its way to you tomorrow or the next day, but it is coming, okay? Like, the spirit guys are like, we have it. We have it figured out. You just have to put in the work, put in the effort, and don't, like, get cocky about it, right? Don't be like posting all of your tiny little achievements on Instagram, TikTok, whatever you do these days, okay? Like, don't tell people what you're doing, because that's just going to cast, like, eyes on you. That's going to cast an evil eye. People are going to be looking at you, and they're going to expect things from you. Like, there are some things that you need to keep to yourself and keep a secret, so that you can manifest it, so that you can step into, you know, this greatness that you envision for yourself. And what you envision for yourself, you know, this is going to change further down the line. Like, as the years go on, you are going to change your dream. Like, it is going to evolve. What you have envisioned for you now will come true, and it will change, right? Like, it will evolve, it will grow, it will morph into something even greater. Okay. So pile one, your spirit guides were real chatty. They also just kept interrupting me. So, like, if you feel like you have a lot of interruptions in life and things are not, again, it's that calendar, like, you have things scheduled and you have timers set for specific dates unscheduled, and things keep interrupting it. Yeah, I know, I see it, pile one. Like, these interruptions are happening for a reason. Okay, you just have to calm down. Okay, pile one, and just take a breather, because your spirit guides love you so much. I just see so much love that they have for you. Okay, pile one, that is all I have for your reading today, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile two. I'm so excited for your reading. If you chose the lock, the closed lock, might I mention, this is your pile, and we're going to start your reading off with a card from the Super Attractor card deck. This is kind of like an affirmation, and it deals with manifesting and attraction. It's just a little saying that we're going to start off with from your spirit guides. And it says, spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. Okay, and I love the little sun on this card. This reminds me of the sun in tarot. So align yourself with your spiritual path. Your spiritual guides are really telling you to just reach out to them, talk to them, and align yourself with them. And the next oracle card we have says, yes, just go for it. Someone was going to get the yes card in this video, and of course it's you, pile two. If you had a question on your mind, something really bugging you, especially with your spiritual path and with your spirit guides, then yeah, you gotta go for it. Like, if you want to manifest something, no use sitting around on your computer not doing it, no use working that dead-end job. You gotta go for your dreams, right? You gotta start manifesting. And we also have the card Diana. I was already feeling this energy from your first card. which is just like your spirit guides are telling you, get into nature. Pile 2, I may have called you pile 1 by accident a minute ago, my bad. But pile 2, be at one with nature and Diana. And that is just so, it kind of like her pink hair matches that card. All right, lots of pink. And your next oracle cards are, okay, yeah, I'm really feeling like there is a portion of you, I hate saying this in video, but some of you have just come from pile 1, or you chose pile 1 because this card was also in pile 1. It's the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. This also could be like some of you have the same spirit guides that pile 1 has. I don't know, there's like a very similar connection here. But for so far, like pile 2, it's all about aligning yourself with nature and meditating. And okay, I just had an idea. And your next card says a time for healing in the balsamic moon. Whew. Yeah, I'm really getting like the energy of moon bathing and even like sitting out in the sun and really connecting with like the cycles of nature itself, the seasons, and like how, you know, Earth works. For some of you, like you're really into like biology and science. Pile 2, like you may want to like chart like astrology and get like way more into astrology, and your spirit guides are saying yes, like astrology is right up your alley, even if like you're more secular and you kind of want to do like more sciencey things. Your spirit guides are like, let's like go back and like research some history. Let's research like how astrology got started and everything like that. Just really interesting because I am bad at astrology. Just being upfront. Pile 2. Yeah, and this aspect of nature, I'm really seeing that like you're into like, you need to like stargaze. Okay, and just like let yourself be in nature and don't let, you know, like turn off your phone and just let yourself, you know, experience nature. Ooh, I have so many like prepared cards that I was not going to use for this reading, but I really feel like using it for you, pile 2. This, since I see like the spiritual alignment, these are just a few channel messages that I wrote a long time ago. Let's see what pile 2 spirit guides. Yeah. Trust your intuition. Right. Listen to others. Yeah, with this listening to others, I am seeing like maybe you've been in a hermit mode for a long time and you've been trying to heal yourself from the past, and you're trying to heal yourself through spirituality, but like you have shut yourself off from the world. You've isolated yourself way too much, and your spirit guides are like, you need to get back out there. Like you've spent way too much time, you know, being on your phone. Okay, you really need to start over. Wow, with the beginnings card, this is all about like you need that new start. Like you need to go for that job that you want to go for. You just need to start doing it. All right, like others are telling you that, hey, you should do this, and you're like, let me wait, let me not do it. Like pile 2, you've been waiting long enough. Okay. I am also seeing for some of you, endings. Duh. Yeah, this like hermit mode is ending for you. What I was going to say is like some of you, like you've had children. Like you're like, well, I'm a parent and I can't do this, blah blah blah. Like, okay. Like life has been tough and you just keep holding it off, and it's like I know like your responsibility as a parent is like really weighing you down, and But Spirit is telling you it's now or never. Like, you have the time and you should get to it. For some of you, this is about going back to school. This is about getting an education, or it's about, if you already have a degree, like using that degree. It's like Spirit guys are like, hey, remember like that degree? And this lock, oh my gosh, this freaking lock, and it reminds me of school lockers. Yeah, I'm putting the education card down. Oh, and with that children energy that I was getting, like early childhood education, wanting to teach kids, wanting to work with kids. This could be with social work, some type of psychology or pediatrics. Of course, there are a lot of energies around. It is a general reading. Okay, pile 2. Let's get into your tarot cards. Oh gosh, a lot of kids. 10 of coins. Some of you may come from large families, and that has really affected your plans for the future. You may have had to be a parent for younger siblings. You may not. Okay. And that's like affected your own parenting style, or it's affected like your psyche, and you feel like, oh, I can't help anyone because of like how I was raised, or like how my family is. My family's like chaotic and dysfunctional. But your spirit guides are like, really? Like, your spirit guides are saying, you know, you bring this like great energy to the table when you're around other people. Again, it's like the dichotomy of being isolated for so long and being in this hermit mode compared to like you getting out of your shell and teaching other people, being like more extroverted, or like just like bringing like this very positive, high energy self to like a group of people. Again, like teaching keeps coming up, a different like spiritual teaching. Like, I don't think you realize that, pile 2, but like your energy is the highest when you're around other people. And you may hate that. You're like, well, I need my alone time. Yeah, you do. You need to like structure your day-to-day around like sitting outside with nature, being by yourself, reading a book, you know, having that introvert energy. But like, you have so many gifts that you need to share with the world, pile 2. And other people have told you that, and you're just like, like, I'm gonna wait, like, I'm not ready, like, pile 2, like, what is this? Like, your spirit guides are saying you should be, like, telling other people, like, how to, God, like, you have so much to offer others. You have so much to offer others. 2 of Cups. Yeah, like, you're not letting yourself, like, fully commit to, like, this energy of love and friendship and just, like, harmony, unity. Like, you don't think you're good enough. I'm seeing Aries. I'm also seeing Taurus, which is just so ironic in my personal life. Like, okay, like, who are you, pile 2? I'm an Aries. Okay, what else does pile 2 need to know? One more card for you, pile 2. What are their spirit guides trying to tell them? Oh my goodness. Of course. Look who decided to show their face, the Hermit, right? Have you ever been told, like, by your family, like, if you spent, like, your nights or days and evenings in your room, you spent the whole day in your room, and you come out of your room and either a parent, guardian, or older sibling, whoever, and they're like, look who decided to show their face. Like, I'm feeling that way with you, pal, too. But not in a cocky, judgmental way that my family did. It's more like, I understand. Like, I understand why you've hid yourself away. I understand why you're locking yourself in your room away from your family. You're like, my family doesn't understand me. My friends don't understand me. No one gets me. That kind of like teenager mentality. But it's very real. And I think these are feelings that need to be addressed because they're true. Like, there are reasons why kids do not want to be around their parents. There are reasons why kids, you know, teenagers, I want to say millennials, okay, don't want to socialize with their families, whether it be abuse, neglect, or just, again, it's like you feel like an outsider in your own family, or you feel like an outsider in your school, in your friend group. But your spirit guides really want to tell you, pile 2, that that is not necessarily the case, because you clearly have people who love you. Okay, I know how cheesy that sounds, but you clearly have the ability to bring happiness to others and teach others, and, you know, have harmony, have a loving relationship. Oh my gosh, like get into a very like loving, productive, you know, career, and just like feeling fulfilled, and you haven't allowed yourself to feel that way. Okay. Okay, like pile 2, like with this, you know, lock being locked, you just like locked yourself up for so long. You just like, let me just like hide away. Maybe everything will calm down. Like maybe everything will work out. Like you need to unlock that. Like you need to be able to open up to others, because I'm seeing a lot of greatness that it will come your way when you open up to others. And when you open up to others, I feel like that is part of your spiritual path, your spiritual alignment. It's really just like taking the step to be open with others and to talk with others, pile 2. Okay. Whew. Okay. So that is all I have for you today, pile 2. And I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 3. This is your reading if you chose the blank post-it notes. And I'm telling you, I just got tongue-tied and I could not talk when starting your reading. So for some of you, it's like words are verbal communication is not your thing, and you're like, I need to write stuff down. And I'm really like, okay, what, writing stuff down for manifesting, because your first cards in your reading are from the Super Attractor card deck, which is kind of like an affirmation card deck, and it's all about like manifestations. And for you, pile 3, it's like you need to like take a pen and write down like where you want to go in life, rather than like verbally say it aloud. Like post-it notes are your friend, pile 3. Okay, so you got 2 cards and the other decks got 1, so I just think that's interesting. The universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately toward the highest good. And I love that little cardinal. And your next card says, each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Right? Your spirit guides, for some of you, if you believe in that like clairaudient thing, like your spirit guides come through to you really strongly if you let them. Like you'll hear their voices. And I think that's why it was so hard for me to try to like speak when I opened like your reading. Definitely like the universe, like you have a team that guides you and they talk to you, right, with this highest truth. Okay, so like some of you may like have to like write down messages from them. Like you hear something, you're like, I didn't hear that, I'm making that up. No, you're not. Like there are signs everywhere for you, pile 3. Like there are messages. We also have your hard work is paying off with a new moon in Capricorn. I see a lot of you are very diligent and hard workers. You may work in an office, a cubicle type setting. Some of you may work from home, and self-employed, I'm just seeing like, again with the post-it notes, like you're taking notes everywhere. You may be like a chaotic organizer, like a chaotically disorganized but very organized. You know, you feel me? Like it's, you try to be organized, but you got too much going on sometimes, pile 3. And this one, I'm just feeling so much Aries energy for you. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Right. Yeah, you may be like have set on plans for a very long time, and it's like you have a lot of plans and you don't know how to execute them, and you're just waiting for like divine timing. Then we have the number 13. There's that word divine. Divine feminine. Step into your power. For some of you, you're like baby witches. Could be, and or like you're new to manifesting. Again, it's like this energy of like, oh, I'm setting on, like you're sitting on like these spells that you've been working on, or like you have like you've been reading books about witchcraft, and you haven't like done it, like you haven't like committed to this, you know, witchcraft lifestyle, this witchcraft like spirit that I'm getting for you, pile 3. The number 13 does seem very significant for you, and I'm already seeing, like, as I'm recording, I'm seeing like numbers for you, like 444. Literally just came across my screen. I saw 222. It seems like in your life there are a lot of synchronicities, and that is like your spirit guides are speaking to you through songs. Oh my gosh, I was talking about how like clairaudience, and they come to you so clearly, okay? And you know, a song will come up on your playlist or on the radio, and you're like, not this one again. Like it honestly gets kind of annoying how like spirit just keeps giving you the same messages over and over again. You're like, you start thinking that you're like just going crazy, for lack of better terms. But you really see like symbology everywhere, and you're really just like, oh my gosh, I'm just paranoid. And you know, my therapist said like, oh, don't look too much into these signs, which, yeah, for some of you, like, you may like see signs everywhere, and that could be a symptom of something else. But I think for the majority of you, pile 3, that these signs are legitimate, and you've just tried to ignore them when spirit keeps like pounding them into you, and your spirit guides keep sending you these signs, and it's like, why are you ignoring us? Okay, especially like with these birds. Okay, you may have like really loud birds near your house, because I've had really bad birds near my house lately, and I'm like, okay, what is this? Whew. 3 of Swords, okay. I think this is some past energy from, already cleansed this deck. Okay, pile 3. I might use a different tarot deck for you. For some reason, this is not, my spirit guides are like, pile 3 needs something else. Okay, pile 3, you get a different tarot deck from everyone else, because you are you. Okay, I don't know what it is. So let's get into your tarot cards. And they're coming out. We have the 3 of Cups, the Hierophant. Does pile 3 need to hear from their spirit guides? The 5 of Pentacles. And okay, yeah, these 2 wanted to come out. We also have the Ace of Swords at your back of deck, and we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, let me just put those right there. If you can't see them, that's fine. You're not meant to. Okay. So pile 3, what I see here you have been given an opportunity. Okay? And you may have, again, with like you ignoring signs from spirit, it seems like you've turned your back on certain opportunities that, you know, your spirit guides have sent your way. They're like, hey, this path works for you, and you're like, and your spirit guides are like, okay, we're gonna keep sending you, you know, similar job offers and opportunities until you get the point. Okay? And you're like, why is this person like keep showing up in my life? You know, and you keep like getting disappointed with, you know, past relationships or past jobs and different like offers. For some of you, pile 3, I'm seeing like you've done volunteer work. You may have been part of a nonprofit, even at like a church. Yeah, church is coming through really strongly for me, like a youth group. And you just left feeling like really unfulfilled. Again, this 5 of Cups as well. And you're like, well, why don't I feel fulfilled? Like, you may have done a lot of good service in your city. You were a part of a volunteer group. You did a lot of acts of service. I'm seeing for some of you, pile 3, you had student debt, and so for several years you worked for a nonprofit to try to relieve that debt. For those of you in the United States, that is a way you can attempt to relieve your debt with, like, you know, 10 years of community service or whatever. And again, for some of you, pile 3, you may have done community service maybe as a juvenile. All right, maybe you got into some trouble with the law and you had to do community service, and maybe that really like turned you away from the idea of helping others. Like, you want to help others, but every time you try to help others, right, it's always like this toxic work environment. Oh my gosh, like pile 3, there's like this like toxic environment surrounding you, and you're like, why can't I escape this? Why does this keep following me? All right, like these people's energies just keep draining you, and you're like, these are, I shouldn't be here, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But for some reason, your spirit guides are saying you needed that. Like, you needed to be around these people, even though they're terrible people. But for some reason, you needed to be in this environment or this job to help you grow, or to help you meet other people. All right, pile 3, you could be judging everyone as a whole. Like, you're judging the entire group, and you're not looking, like, someone keeps approaching you and you're like, ew, I hate this person because they're associated with, you know, this group, or they're associated with this religion or something like that. And so you're casting like this confirmation bias on this person, or this, like, you know, this entire group of people, this entire like church or community, when your spirit guides are like, you have people there that are going to be your best friends if you just, you know, set aside your ego and open up to them and like greet them with a warm, kind heart, be open-minded. Because even in like this toxic work environment, your best friends are going to be there, right? Like, it's like giving me the energy of like, wow, I have a really crappy boss, and oh, I'm going to just hate everyone at my job. But like, your spirit guides are like, hey, look at these 2 people. Like, they are meant to be like your soul tribe. They're meant to be in your life, and you're just ignoring them. Okay. Yeah, your spirit guides are really saying, even in this like crappy situation, there is like harmony to be found. There is, you know, getting along with others. Like, there is like marriage opportunity for some of you. Your spirit guides are telling you that you do have to be more giving to others, right? Like, you have to be willing to give in order to receive. And if you just look down on others for being like less than you or looking different than you, and like, you're not gonna get like, you know, that good karma. But pile 3, it's like the people you're looking for are right there in, you know, the people that you've cast aside and said that they're terrible. You could have had like a really bad ex-friend and you're like, oh, anyone who associates with this person, oh, you're friends with, you know, this person who's just terrible, I hate you, right? But like this person that is friends with this, you know, this ex of yours, or this ex-friend, this person is like meant to be in your life. Like they're meant to be a good friend. They're meant to bring positivity in your life, and you've just ignored that. And going on like the flip side or the opposite, like vice versa, for pile 3, I'm seeing like rose-colored glasses. Like your spirit guides are like, you set this one idea or this one opportunity, this one job on like this high pedestal. You set this one person on a pedestal and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best person ever. And it's just like this rose-colored glasses mentality. Like they can do no wrong. But your spirit guides are like, no. Like this person is like trash, but you think they're the best person ever, right? Like this person is actually abusive, but you think, oh, they can do no wrong, or they have their reasons for doing this X, Y, and Z. Like, no, like the person is trash and you need to cut them out. And reverse that, the people that you think are trash are the people that need to be in your life. Okay, for some of you that may not be the case. I'm really seeing for pile 3, the last thing your spirit guides want you to know, that there is a breakthrough in all of this like toxic energy, this, you know, feeling like things don't go your way with this 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, and just like always going from one job to the next. This Ace of Swords is telling me that, you know, your words are your power. The pen is mightier than the sword. So definitely use your words and just like be confident in yourself when you speak, because only you know like your truth. Okay? And you can cut like toxic people out of your life and still have good people in your life. Like this, your spirit guides really want to tell you to use your words. Use your words for the power of good rather than the power of, you know, evil negativity. Do not wish harm on others. Right? So pile 3, that is everything I have for you today in your reading. Wow, talking is so hard for you, pile 3. What is this? Okay, I will see you next time, and thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.